in to get updates for clean power stuff.
Oh, yes. Very good. And who do you want first as a speaker?
I would say go with
Yeah. Good afternoon. Can you hear me okay? I'm losing my voice. Good afternoon. I'm Ross Mirkarimi, supervisor of the 5th District, one of many of the elected family and of citizens here in San Francisco who are looking forward to San Francisco in helping to answer the question that PG&E will not, and that is, how do we deliver effectively and competitively the kind of renewable, clean, green energy that we would all desire to answer the larger question about what is San Francisco's strategy for the larger contribution of mitigating greenhouse gas emissions and doing our part municipally in reversing climate change, and once and for all, certainly stepping up to the green rhetoric and allowing us to deliver the kind of diversified, clean, green energy portfolio that San Franciscans in their hearts and minds and their pocketbooks would like to pursue. For 7 years now, the City and County of San Francisco, due to the enablement of state law, Assembly Bill 117, has been pursuing diligently the course of becoming an energy aggregator. Our program is known as Clean Power San Francisco. We have held, between the Board of Supervisors and LAFCO, 126 meetings, public meetings, that has entertained and vetted very intensely what it means to be an energy aggregator. Many cities throughout California have endured in a very similar process. We have also passed a dozen ordinances and resolutions underscoring this process so that the public and business sector and electeds and others would have an opportunity to participate. During this whole particular time, PG&E has ascribed to the fact that they would coexist with us. Being an energy aggregator does nothing but allow coexistence, but giving San Franciscans an option. Now, one of the most shameful, egregious acts that any corporation can do in this nation, but in particular in the state of California, is that PG&E wants to enshrine in our state constitution an amendment to the state constitution that now requires municipalities to seek a 2/3 vote of its people before it could pursue its hopes of amending its public power pursuit, its ambitions, or become an energy aggregator. That's telling Sacramento, who's now been a public power entity for nearly 60 years after they evicted PG&E, that they now have to submit back to a 2/3 vote. While the trend, certainly statewide, is to inject common sense and eliminate the 2/3 requirements on how the budget, which has been in paralysis on the state level, back to a simple majority, PG&E, of course, in their infinite wisdom to subvert citizen democracy, wants to install a 2/3 vote, therefore giving a 1/3 minority power position. Many of us are congregated here today to say we in San Francisco are united through the Public Utilities Commission, through LAFCO, through many of us in the elected family, to say that we are on a rapid course in pursuing our Clean Power San Francisco program. I'm proud of all the organizations that are here today. Thank you to Sierra Club. Thank you to all the other organizations that have been steadfast partners in this. But it's the next 10 weeks that it comes down to. I would like now to bring up the very person who is really responsible, who's entered in the negotiations with the vendor we have picked, Power Choice LLC, that now will help us take us to the end zone of making sure that Clean Power SF is secured and solidified. Please welcome Ed Harrington, Director of the Public Utilities Commission.
All right.
Good afternoon, folks. I think like many of you, I got this brochure over the weekend from PG&E, and it says, what is community choice aggregation? It says CCA allows cities to replace the local private electric company as the provider of electric power with a government-run program. It makes you think that if your power goes out, you're going to call for a muni bus or something. That's not what we're talking about here at all. CCA is not about taking over PG&E. If you have a power problem in your house, PG&E will still come out and they will still take care of it. They will still own the transmission system and the distribution system. When you get a bill, it will come from PG&E. You will still pay it to PG&E. What CCA is about is Clean Power SF is going to buy a cleaner, more renewable mix of power and deliver that to PG&E so PG&E can deliver it to the homes and businesses in San Francisco. The initial idea is that we're going to buy that power. The long-term idea is that we're going to generate some of that power in San Francisco. It's the right thing to do. It's greener. Right now, PG&E, according to the state, is providing about 14% of their power in renewable form. The day this starts, we'll be at 20%. The goal is by 2017 to be at 51% green renewable power in San Francisco.
All right, all right, all right.
You also would believe that we've already set the rates and they're 24% higher than PG&E. That's what all the brochures say, and they quote a controller's report. I happen to have been that controller at the time. What the controller's report says is that while on one hand, CCA could result in greater competition in San Francisco's electricity market, leading to lower prices and environmental benefits, you could also raise your prices, and you won't know till you have a contract, and that's exactly the point. We are currently negotiating that contract, but if you think that we're going to bring forward a contract that's going to raise your prices by 24%, and the PUC and the mayor and the board are going to sign that, you're probably somewhat crazy. I don't think that's going to happen. We wouldn't bring it forward unless we could be competitive and be greener. So Clean Power SF is about greener energy, and it's about choice, and if we can bring you a cleaner mix of energy at a reasonable price, why wouldn't we try to do it? Let us give it a try.
Yeah, all right.
Next, I want to bring up a representative of the business community, Tom Disher, please. Please welcome Tom Disher.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.
It's exciting to be here. This is a long time coming. I'm a small business owner. I have a recording studio called Disher Music and Sound. We mix films. I write music for commercials. One day, you remember 2000, 2001?
Oh, yeah, the disaster.
The disasters of those blackouts, the brownouts. Well, we were rolling, and all of a sudden the power goes down. We're freaking out, and to find out we get a generator, the thing still doesn't work right. We lost a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of aggravation. And what we discovered was that PG&E, along with their friends in Texas, were playing with our electricity, with our money, and with our lives, just for fun, just to make money. And so next year, what did they do? They went bankrupt on a local basis, and while their parent corporation had record profits. That's manipulation. And when I saw this brochure come to my business saying, that Clean Power SF was going to be bad for business, it was going to be bad for our wallets, it really, really made me mad. And that's exactly why I'm here, because I got their brochure with the number on it, and I called and said, I support this. What is going on? Found out they spent $27 million of my dollars, of your dollars, as ratepayers to put out this brochure and a bunch of commercials and so forth. And it just really makes me mad. It's just the wrong thing to do. Now, they're still going to make money delivering the power. They're still going to be employed. We're not changing any of that. All we're doing is getting clean energy and aggregating it so we can put solar panels on our roofs, so we can generate wind, so that people who are doing that out on their farms can sell it to us. And we have some control, we have some competition. It's just the right thing to do, and it's just unconscionable that they would put together this amendment to try and stop us. So I just really urge everybody to tell everybody this is the right thing. Hey, if you want to buy your power directly from them, you still can. I mean, that's the beauty of it. So there's just not even one reason not to do this. So thank you very much for listening.
All right.